You're sitting on the couch, watching TV, and your life's passing you by. Does that sound familiar, guys? Who remembers the guy that would come on a late night commercial to yell at us about our laziness and the state of our life? Some of us were like 8 years old. Who was he before all of the fame? Do you think he went to college? Let's find out. Imagine you're sitting in your home enjoying a bowl of snacks and you put on a good TV show in the year of 2006. All of a sudden it cuts to a commercial break, and that one commercial where you all know what I'm talking about pops up.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, and your life is passing you by.
The infamous Everest College Guy, yelling at us as we try to relax in our living room.
Keep procrastinating over and over.
The commercial played a lot, and it was a powerful one. People online wrote about graduating from university but still feeling guilty about life after seeing it. His real name is Babatunde, and he's from Phoenix, Arizona. Baba is a hip-hop artist.
Cause now I'm all into her, I'm following her, calling her, damn, what's wrong with her?
He admitted that he did not go to college.
So we just wanted to clear something up too, because right now there's like a rumor online that you didn't go to college, but you actually did go to college. You just didn't go to Everest College, right?
Yeah, and in all fairness, I didn't get my degree. The point I was doing Everest College, or the point I was working as a PA on the Everest College set, like I had been to college, but I wasn't no longer pursuing the college thing, and I was pursuing production work. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
the context of the whole me not going to college or finishing college, I was pursuing this other thing. I caught lightning in a bottle with an idea. I mean, and honestly, the idea is not even genius or anything. It just worked. It's really common sense, the way I look at it. It was like, oh, you guys are doing it this way. Do it this way. And because I was the one to deliver the message, the best one suitable to deliver the message, it caught. So it wasn't even something where I was like on this crusade to send people to school because I had finished school and they need to follow in my footsteps. It was like, yo, your marketing team is tripping. You guys should do it like this. Wait, how do we do it, Tunde? Oh, you don't know how to, I'll show you. Boom. They recorded that, sent that to marketing, and marketing's like, oh my God, we're running with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's perfect. Like I was trying to give an example of, no, this is how you guys need to approach this thing. That's my idea. I'm trying to express this to you and show you this is how you do it. You do what I'm saying? And they took it and ran with it. Like, oh my God. And so initially I wasn't even trying to be the talent, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even trying to.
So cool.
It was just the idea of, no, you guys switch up the approach. This is how you're supposed to do it. It ended up working, and after that, it was like history. And you know, I'm not gonna not take money and not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's so good. It's so perfect. And like I loved when I saw an interview with you online saying that it was like super low budget. And it's so cool that you were just like throwing out an idea and it ended up being this amazingly like powerful commercial that everybody knows about to this day.
yeah.
And forever. We're all
And
gonna
it was
remember
organic. Yeah. I think that's what's cool about it. It was organic.
that. Yeah.
But I honestly, I think I have a knack for that. Like hey, Jumpman, I want to tell Jumpman, hit me up. I got great ideas for commercials. Like I got great ideas for commercials.
He had a huge part in writing this commercial because when he was asked how he would make it, he said that he would first address the excuses, and then secondly, you need to talk to them like you're talking to your friends or family members. This makes sense because his performance in the commercial came off as so genuine, really making people contemplate what they were doing with their lives. And this is why he is so remembered by people. He initially did not want to be an actor, he wanted to direct. They were at Embassy Suites in Arizona. They literally filmed in a parking lot with no proper lighting. They had car headlights as lighting, which is pretty awesome. When he filmed it, he was tired, he wanted to go home. The emotions in the commercial were real. He said they kept asking him the same question to evoke the emotions needed, sometimes up to like 6 times. Well, it ended up being one of the most iconic commercials that most of us that grew up in that era will remember for a lifetime. So they didn't tell him when they started running the commercial, but he said finding out was one of the most beautiful moments in his life. His daughters called him and he was splitting up with his kid's mother at the time. She was leaving him, and when he picked up the phone, his daughters told him that they saw him on TV. He was asked in an interview with Curtis King on Curtis King TV what he would change in his messaging to us in the present day. What he said was, love your kids and be great parents. He also said if you're not serving God with your wealth, It's just a distraction because your soul is so much bigger. His values lay in being a good person, being a family man, having a good relationship with God, and living with a loving heart. When it comes to Everest College, apparently they've closed down and rebranded. Reports were that Everest College was corrupt and the closure left about 2,400 students out of class and out of luck. These are not my words, but I will let you know what was said by a few sources. A former teacher in the massage therapy program had huge complaints about Everest. Todd Miller said he knew it was a scam from day one. He taught at Everest College in Windsor from 2010 until 2012 when he said he was dismissed for speaking out about problems with the program. The school claimed to have a 100% success rate. He said half of the kids couldn't read, they weren't even literate. When they failed the exams, they were given makeup tests to take, given all the answers, to which then they would obviously pass. Todd Miller said he really tried to give students a quality education, but he couldn't because the entire thing was just a money grab. William McKay, who was a former student and graduated in 2012 from Everest's 2-year massage therapy program, said it was a scam as well. He said he was dumbfounded that a college like Everest was allowed to operate in Ontario. And judging by his experience, he said Everest's main goal was not to provide a quality education, but to sign up as many students as possible and collect on their loans. William was a single parent and he worked very hard to get the 3rd highest mark in his class. He still failed his board exam after graduation because he believes Everest failed to give him a proper education. Unfortunately, he still had to shell out $25,000 in student loans, which was the cost of the tuition. So unfortunately, even though Tunde was amazing, the commercial was inspiring, the school was a big scam, and a lot of people holding on to hopes for dreams of a bright future were left disappointed. The college owned a chain of 14 across Ontario, so if the scamming reports are true, this means a lot of people are taken advantage of. Baba Tunde seemed like an amazing dude. He makes music, make sure to check it out. He also has a following of 4,000 people on Instagram because he prefers to keep himself under the radar and focus more on his values. He's not out here just trying to be famous. So why don't we all just go show him some love on his Instagram? This is another video from before they were famous. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm your host, Jess. Have a fabulous day.